Damn, damn, damn. We've lost 2 in a row. We haven't won a game at home. We're going on the road against an undefeated team, and George Kittle's calves are falling off. What else could go wrong? What is going on here? Let's get into it. Niner fans near and far, welcome back to another video, and as the title suggests, it's not the best news. George Kittle announced today he's going to be put on injury reserve, so he will be out for 3 weeks. He will obviously miss the game tomorrow, that big game, Trey Lance's first NFL start at Arizona, and then there actually is a bye week. And then the Niners will play the Colts at home on Sunday Night Football, and then they will travel to the Chicago Bears. With him going on injured reserve, he will miss at least 3 games, and it seems like from the reports that he will be back after those 3 games. So it's 3 games, but actually 4 weeks, so that's good. An extra week to heal up as well. And then we have a big game at home against Arizona, which we will definitely need George Kittle back for that. In his place, I think you're going to see, as I'd mentioned in the video, the Trey Lance video, that I think Kyle Juszczyk is going to have a big role. I think you'll see him do a lot of what Kittle does. And then Ross Dwelley is going to have to step up big time. He had a really nice touchdown catch against the Seahawks, and is a guy who I think is maybe doesn't really get the targets that I think he possibly deserves. I don't know why, but Shanahan, I think, used to kind of go with the 2 tight end set more and throw to the tight ends more. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Dwelley steps up the next 3 weeks. When I had actually heard the news of Kittle going on injured reserve, I was expecting the Niners to promote tight end Jordan Matthews off the practice squad, but then they brought up Tanner Hudson, who, I'll be honest, don't really know much about the guy. But yeah, I would have thought Jordan Matthews, but he was just recently brought back to the team, so maybe he's really not ready to go. But hopefully after the bye week, in those games against the Colts and the Bears, we could have Jordan Matthews go, then it'll be Ross Dwelley, and then Charlie Werner. Werner, definitely much more of a blocking tight end, but I think what I wouldn't surprise me is if in the game tomorrow, or even the games against the Colts and the Bears, if we see Werner in for a lot of blocking, but then there'll be that one play where it's like, maybe it's like a play action, and then Werner's like, I'm going to, kind of fake a block, and then roll out, and then maybe, pick up, get a pass, and maybe pick up some yards. So it will be interesting to see what Kyle does without Kittle in the lineup. Kyle actually has, in the last few years, will actually have had decent amount of experience having to game plan without Kittle. In 2019, Kittle missed 2 games. 2020, he missed 8 games. And then this season, he's going to miss at least 3 games. But in the previous 2 seasons, he's had about 10 games to game plan without George Kittle. So it's not like it's something that he hasn't done before. So I think Shanahan will have a plan. And it seemed all week long that they weren't really expecting Kittle to play. So even in the game tomorrow, I think they would have had the game plan set up where they're kind of assuming that, yeah, Kittle's not going to be there. But it's definitely a bummer. I mean, I think we all know, any 49er fan and probably any NFL fan could tell you that Kittle is far and away the heart and soul of the team. He is like number one leader, vocal leader, and just embodies what you want in a captain. And just, it's his enthusiasm is infectious, even just from watching it. And, from here, you can tell that he's just such a high energy guy. So it'll be a bummer not to have him. But again, I think that the team, they've been able to do, all right without him before. So Looking at his stats this year, through 4 games, Kittle has 28 targets, so about 7 targets a game. So it's going to be interesting to see where those targets go to. If I had to give like a pretty simplistic breakdown, I would think maybe about 2 or 3 of those targets will go to Juszczyk, 2 or 3 to Dwelly, and then maybe like 1 or 2 to Werner. But it'll be interesting to see what Kyle has in store without Kittle. But yeah, a bummer to lose Kittle, and am looking forward to him coming back against that home game against Arizona. And at that point, I am hoping at least that the 49ers would be about 4-3. And in the thick of the hunt for the playoffs. So that's going to do it for today. I'm going to try and live stream some of the game tomorrow. I do have to go into work for at least the second half of the game, which is a bummer. But I'll try and live stream some of the Niner games so you can get some reactions there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I really do appreciate people watching. It's awesome. You know, I'm very new to doing all this, so I know my editing's not great and all that good stuff, but I do appreciate people, you know, subscribing to the channel. That's awesome, and feel free to. It does mean a lot. And for you guys to watch the videos, it's super cool to see the view counts go up. So yeah, I really appreciate all of that. If you feel free to drop comments too, and more than happy to respond. I know I talk to a lot of the people who watch these videos. I talk to, whether it's on Facebook or on like message boards online or whatever. So but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and go Niners, and hopefully we can get that win tomorrow. That'll be big time. All right, catch you guys on the flip side.